But like I was saying, so be grateful for what you have. Like I said, be the person that you want to be. Don't try to make somebody that they're not. Don't I wouldn't recommend. I'm a life coach, okay, certified life coach, and I just make suggestions, and I wouldn't recommend or suggest killing somebody because they're a different race, or tell them to sell their soul because you're jealous of what they have or whatever. And I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil or to any demons or evil spirits or demonic spirits or whatever, because that's not who I am. And I'm not going to do that, okay? So, because that's not who the person I am. I am a spiritual person, and that's who I am. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but don't try and force your opinion on other people, because you're not going to get very far. You can try as much as you fucking want to force somebody to believe in what you want them to believe in. But in his history, you cannot do that. You can't force somebody to be somebody that they're not. I mean, if you look at different cultures, like back in the day, they wanted everyone to be Catholic at one time, They wanted everybody to be, back in the 50s, they wanted everybody to be a certain race and a certain color or whatever. And back in the day, there was a time where they were slaves and whatnot, and I get that, and I'm sorry that happened. I believe everything happens for a reason, but sometimes there's not a reason for things to happen. But if that happened in your family history, I'm sorry that happened, but move on. Shit happens, move on. I mean, shit happened to me and I had to move on, okay? I was abused, I was raped by my ex-boyfriend, I was abused by my ex-boyfriend and my stepdad, okay? And for a long time, I wanted to hurt myself, harm myself, because I was abused. And a long time, I was abused physically, mentally, emotionally. I was abused by my ex-boyfriend. Everybody told me not to be with him, and I still be with him. And so, I've been where you're going if you're, rebellious or whatever. Excuse me, my phone is about to die. But I've been in your shoes. If you're a rebellious person, I've been there, being with the wrong guy, or, being with people that weren't, wrong friends or whatever like that, because I was on the wrong path or whatever. I've been in that shoes before. That was me. I had the wrong type of friends, and some friends weren't the best for me. And now I'm in a better situation. But, sometimes you have to cut some toxic people that are not good for you. You have to cut those ties. If they're, they hit you, or they harm you, or if they ever did, or they try to kill you, or physically, or, they mistreated you, or they yell at you, scream at you, or do things, or, there are crazy fucking people out there. There are people that don't have good intentions, and they want to do you wrong. By taking advantage of you, or taking advantage of the person who you are. They want to change you or whatever, shit happens, okay? I'm not going to say that. I've been through a lot of shit. And, yeah, people have died in my past. And, yeah, I have lost, my grandpa and on my dad's side. And I lost my grandma on my dad's side. My grandpa on my dad's side died from prostate cancer, and even though I can never get prostate cancer because I'm a woman, there's still a possibility that I could get another disease. I don't know, But, like, I mean, it shit happens all the time. And if somebody you know was killed in a wrongful way, like somebody killed another person, don't try and go after them if I were you. I mean, like, shit happens all the time. People get in car accidents, people get hurt and killed, okay. But if I were you, because I watched too many CSI and too many crime shows, if I were you, I wouldn't go and try and attack them. Live your life and be happy. And I don't mean by trying to put somebody else down just to make yourself happy. I don't mean and try and, like, you know, bring so much negativity around them just to make yourself happy. I don't mean try and make somebody sell their soul or sell their whatever body, weird shit like that. I don't mean something like that, or try and make them sell their cat or make them get rid of it or steal their cat. I don't mean something like that, okay? Because everybody has their own shit. I'm not perfect, I'm messy, and okay, that's me. But, I mean, sometimes I clean and I organize and whatever, and yeah, okay. But, I mean, everybody is their own person. Okay, you can say, if you walk in my house, you could say it's dark most of the time, because, like, people like darkness. I don't know, it's strange. If you walk in another house, it could have, like, the windows open and light in the house and whatever. But everybody is different, okay? Nobody is the same. That's why we all, like, if we were all meant to be the same, then we all would have, like, the same color skin. We would all have, like meant to be, like, everything, you know, like the same thing. We'll all be fucking robots probably, but we're not. We're all different colors. We all have, like, something like a disability, or we all have, you know, problems our own life, and we all have situations, and we all going through our own shit, and, you know, you know, if you're, like, hurting people and making people feel suffer, and if you like putting people down and making fun of people, then I recommend you stop, okay? If you don't have good intentions to bring to somebody when trying to bring their friend or trying to make a new relationship with somebody or friendship or whatever, family member, or whatever the case may be, I recommend staying away from them until meditate and focus on self-forgiveness and focus on, like, yourself, and, like, try and forgive yourself for whatever made you feel that way, and like, if you want to be a better person, then try your best to be a better person. If you are evil and you have bad intentions, then try to, like, and you have, like, negative thoughts or bad thoughts, like you want to hurt or harm people, then, like, I recommend using the anger that you have, if you have anger towards, or jealousy, or worry, or whatever the case may be, or you're afraid of change, or whatever the case may be. I recommend using video games, or playing video games, because video games are beneficial, or drawing, or watching TV, or watching movies or cartoons. Entertain yourself with other things, and you know, and get the help that you need. Go to counseling, go to therapy, or whatever the case may be. Go to psychotherapist or a counselor, or whatever the case may be. I'm a certified life coach, but if you don't like me, then you can go to somebody else, you know, that is more professional, or go to a person that's, like, I don't know, whatever you need, but, like, you can go to another practical therapist, you know, whatever. If you need a marriage counselor, then go to that, and pay whatever cash that you need, okay? But if you want something for free, then you can watch my YouTube videos and listen in on my my suggestions. and you can follow through them. But if you don't want to, you don't want to. But, I mean, that's you, because I can't make you do something that you don't want to do. Just as much as you can't make me do something I don't want to do. For an example, I don't want to sell my cat. I don't want to get rid of my cat or let my cat outside because he could get another disease outside from another cat or another animal, or pick it up, or he could, like, get sick from another cat or another animal, or he could get run over by a car. So, I mean, that's my choice. He's a house cat. But, I mean, dogs are different because they need to be walk around. They need to go outside so they can do their business. Number one or number two or whatever. And that's too much information, but I'm just saying. I mean, every animal has their own needs. If you have a bird, then, they need food or whatever and water. But, I mean, if you have an animal, take care of them. Give them food and water. Give them, don't make them sit out in the cold or stay out in the fucking cold. Or if it's cold outside, because it's cold right now in some places, don't let them, sit outside in the cold outside. That's, cruelty to animals, don't hurt your animal or harm them. If you want to do something like that, then play video games and do shooting games and stuff like that. And you have a desire to take it out on other people, on creatures, living creatures, then do it, in a peaceful manner. Go to counseling, go to therapy. I mean, sometimes I get pissed off. I do. We all have that, and we all have our moments. And when that happens, when I get pissed off or stressed out, I play video games, RPG, fighting and shooting games, and that lets me relax. That lets me de-stress, okay? So that's my version of de-stressing. Or I go work out, or I go and do a sport or something. Or, I play soccer or basketball or something like that. Or, I go for a walk even. Or I take a shower and, sometimes that helps, or screaming in a pillow. That helps too. So, I mean, we all have our own different things to take out stress. And I don't recommend taking out on other people, but, or taking your stress out because you're annoyed with somebody. Okay? Take your stress out on video games. I get stressed out. My mom stresses the fuck out of me, and then, you know what, I talk to God, and then I tell him what's going on, and I write it in my journal, and, I feel better, or I talk to my friends about it, and then they understand me, and then they tell me their situations, and what's going on with them. We all have our own shit. If you get an anxiety attack, let me know, okay, because I'm going to do another video with anxiety, and having anxiety because I have that, or panic attacks, or whatever situation. Bye, have a nice day, see you later.